Hi, new girls.
Hi, Facebook friends.
Hi, new girls. Say hi.
New girls are here too.
Say hi, new girls.
Hi.
Wait, no, you're not new girls.
Kind
You
of.
can't say hi, new girls to us. Are we good?
We're good.
Good.
All right, everybody, welcome to Facebook Live. Is it 1:15?
Yes.
We're now officially Facebook Live.
Instagram Live too.
And Instagram Live. I'm sorry, didn't check that. So, are you really getting anything I like mine? You should get anything I like Frank Woods. Anyway, so, you know your hair looks good, man. All 7 of them. So, I mean, I got 14, so we're good. So, winner. All right, so anyways, today we're obviously we're here at Facebook Live. It's our annual Tuesday session. Upcoming ones, and Instagram Live. So next week the topic is prescription drug use, right? Is that what it is? And the week after that, we're going to talk about headaches because this morning Dr. Bruce Bueller talked about headaches and how the cause of headaches is lack of caffeine or grinding your teeth. So here's what my concern about that is, and we're going to this is to think about it. What if somebody doesn't drink coffee and doesn't have teeth, but they still get headaches?
Wait a minute.
Seriously, that's what he said this morning. He's like, the cause of headaches, morning headaches, is somebody, it's either caffeine or grinding your teeth. So I'm thinking, well, what happens if they don't drink coffee and don't have teeth and they still get headaches? Guess they're not real headaches. So,
They're just making it up.
yeah, exactly. So this is the one that we're going to do a complete shift on this, but what is chiropractic? This would be good for our new girls. Say hi really loud.
Hi.
No, say hi really loud.
Hi, really loud.
Hi really loud. Get it? So, but you know, this is a dilemma I think we all see when somebody walks into our office and they say, I've been to a chiropractor before. And then we hear about, can I say nonsense?
Yeah.
The nonsense that happens in our profession. So you've got a story, right?
I do.
But to start off, as you live your life through your nerve system, every human experience you have is through your nerve system. If the experience is less than optimal, get your nerve system checked. Chiropractic was founded in 1895, really 1893, but 1895, when D.D. Palmer was sitting around and he often thought to himself, why does one man who's working at his workbench, and where one guy gets ill, another man doesn't get ill, somebody may get rheumatism and somebody may get a fever, but why does that one man stay healthy? So he did this onslaught of study and found out that the person who has an optimal functioning nerve system is healthier. And he also found, when he did that, he found the key that unlocked functional metabolism. And he did that by checking the spine, a vertebral misalignment, which we call subluxation. So I'm going to tell my quick story of what is chiropractic, and we'll go down the line. He has a story, so we should let him go after me?
Yes.
Okay. So here's kind of, when you come to our office, we're going to do a complete analysis on your spine and your nerve system and check to make sure that it's functioning optimally. If it's not functioning optimally and we look for what we call vertebral subluxation, then what we're going to do by our analysis of the nerve system study and the spinographs is we're going to look to the spine for the cause of disease, because that one dude, what was his name that said that? Hippocrates. Say it out loud.
Hippocrates.
Said, look well to the spine for the cause of disease. And I think he said that in like 300 something, BC or 80. I don't know.
320.
Long time ago.
It was a long time ago.
328.
So, was it 328? I'm going to Google that now and see if you're
Yes,
right.
you
Of course I am. Because I knew something. You knew something and I didn't know, and that bothers me. So,
It's not the first time that's happened.
it's the third time in like
Third time this year.
zip it. So anyway, we're going to look to your spine, and if we find evidence of vertebral misalignment subluxation, what we're going to do is we're going to put together the most effective care plan for you to adjust your spine. When you come to our office, as chiropractic is founded on, what we're going to do is we're going to adjust your spine. We're going to adjust that vertebral misalignment. What we're not going to do, well, this is what amazes me about, for some reason in our profession, we're not going to like become Walmart, and we're not going to say, hey, buy like these pillows and these shoe inserts and put this stuff and rub this on you, because that's not chiropractic. You can get that stuff at Walmart.
You can.
So with that in mind, if that's the case, Walmart is now doing chiropractic. And
Connie says, go, Dr. Matt.
secondly is we're not going to say, hey, I think you need to buy all these food supplements from us, or this bag of food, and walk out with a box of bag of food, because is that chiropractic?
Nope.
No, it's part of health, and I get that. But that's not chiropractic. That is that. Now we're stepping into the world of nutrition, blank name nutrition or ever nutrition. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but it's not going to correct the misalignment in your spine.
Correct.
The only way you're going to get your spinal misalignment corrected is an adjustment. We're not going to say, what's the new thing now? Oils. We're not going to say, you're not getting a bunch of essential oils when you come to our office. Essential oils right now is like oil in your car. I mean, that's an essential oil. The stuff you put in your hair, that's an essential oil.
It's not oil, but
But that's not what you're going to get. What we're going to look for is the misalignment in your spine, because that's what chiropractors do, is we correct the vertebral misalignment. When we do that, you allow a better human experience. Now, adding all that other stuff is fine. It's totally good. But it's not going to correct the misalignment. Okay. I had a conversation with somebody yesterday. I posted on my thread. You saw that, right? Yep. And they had said, well, didn't D.D. Palmer say 120 years ago that the cause of subluxation was traumatism, toxins, and autosuggestion, which, thank goodness he got that right. So then my reply to him was, and to you, if that's the cause of subluxation, let's say it's toxins, dairy, causes ear infections, which is the result of subluxation in your spine. If you remove the dairy, then why get adjusted anymore?
There's no reason.
There's no reason. That's not the cause. The cause of subluxation is the body's inability to adapt to that stuff. So if you want to add all that other stuff, which is fine, it's going to help your body's ability, but it's still not chiropractic. So what is chiropractic? It's getting your spine adjusted. So I'm done. God, it took that too long, 7 minutes.
Good.
I'll make it quick. So I'm sure you guys already know.
we don't.
No, we don't.
Well, I'm gonna go to the girls over here. So
Ladies.
Angela?
Ladies.
Ladies. Did you know there's actually chiropractors that don't adjust? Like all that stuff we were talking about, they don't do
How
that.
come he touched me?
Hmm?
That was weird.
Because-
Chiropractors don't adjust?
Yeah.
He just likes touching you.
And they're still chiropractors?
Take it back. Let me
How
talk
can they be
real
called
quick.
chiropractors?
How can they be
don't
called
adjust?
chiropractor?
No, I don't know, but I was actually talking. I was.
That's like a car dealership not selling cars. I have a car dealership and come buy balloons. That was good, by the way, wasn't it? That was a good one, wasn't it? Because I just made that up.
And, I thought it was just like one of those things, but it's a lot more common. I got a ride home from my Uber driver from the airport.
Thank God you didn't say normal, because normal's a setting on a dryer.
That's good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyway,
Lost my train of thought.
Uber driver.
Uber driver, yeah.
driver.
So Uber driver home from the airport found out that I was a chiropractor. He's like, yeah, I went to one of those once. He's like, oh really? How was it? He's like,
once.
well, he's just like, terrible. I'm like, oh, what's going on? What happened? He's like, well, I was in a car accident. I was hurting pretty bad. He just put these like little pads on my back, and just kind of like shocked me a little bit, put some heat in there, and then after that he just come poke me on the back. And I'm like, all right, I'll see you tomorrow.
Did he do an analysis on him? Like, did he check his nerve system,
I don't know.
take pictures of his spine?
Well, I'm sure whatever the insurance would pay for.
So what did you tell him when he said that?
I was like, that doesn't sound like chiropractic at all. And he's like, oh really? I'm like, yeah. And then I was telling him a little bit what you were saying, just like how it works, and ended up giving him my business card at the very end, and it's
So if you need it, you told him if you need a chiropractor, because that wasn't chiropractic, right?
correct.
Who was it? It was Lils. Lils, I can't say more than that, but she'd send her a patient to us, and she said, yeah, I've been under chiropractic care for 17 years. Remember this one?
Yep.
I've been under chiropractic care for 17 years. I was like, oh, sweet. Well, here's what we're going to do. And I remember it was a PIX left ilium. And so I adjusted her, and she's like, what was that? And I, was like, well, you said you've been under care for 17 years. She goes, well, my chiropractor's never done that before. And I was like, what the heck was he doing to you? So, you.
I'll keep mine short because these guys like to talk. Chiropractic restores. That's the big thing, is that the nerve system is the control system of the entire body. It controls everything. You live your life through your nerve system.
Copycat.
Yes, it is. But it's true. And you live your life
What,
through your
then
nerve
you live
system.
through your life
every
through your
single
system,
day.
you're a copycat.
Your wife's probably yelling at you right now.
Yes, she is,
He
actually.
probably is. Anyway, everything you do in your life goes through that nerve system. So if your body cannot adapt to life, your body cannot function properly to many different things, many different aspects. Not just the headaches, not just everything else. It's immune system, it's digestion, it's sleep, it's energy, everything. So if you're having a dysfunction in your body, check the nerve system first. Chiropractic restores the nerve system back to optimal. That way your body can function, you can live, and you can go on.
Sean laughed.
Oh, good. That's good. Hi, Sean. Thank you. Anyway, let me touch on this for a second after he's done. So,
But here's what, now just to touch base on that too, just so everybody knows, we're not opposed to eating better. I mean, I love to eat a lot actually, and move and think good. We're not opposed to that. but does it fall in the realm of chiropractic?
Nope.
And I think the challenge we see, tell me if I'm right or wrong though, is we have so many people that have been under care before or been to prior chiropractic care, and their concept of chiropractic care is you've got to leave with a bunch of essential oils and ketones and foot baths and massage and whatever else. Not that that stuff's bad, but that's an adjunct to chiropractic. Chiropractic was based on the premise of looking to the spine. Am I correct? Isn't that what great-grandpa would say and grandpa would say? Okay. Which is interesting because I got a message this morning from Dr. Rob Sinnott about grandpa, which was kind of interesting. So go ahead.
No, that's so true because most people think, when we give them, many people are their first adjustment in our office, they're like, well, that's it. And we're like, yeah, that's exactly what you needed because that's what's going to restore the function of the nerve system, not all the other stuff. Now, the other stuff is great, but I always ask this question to people when they say that. If your stomach, the nerve going into it is only working at 50%, how well is that stomach going to work? Not very well.
Less than
Exactly,
50%.
So if we're putting all kinds of good food or bad food in there, does it really matter? Because it's only working at 50%. How well is it going to actually digest and use the food you're putting in there?
Exactly.
So now is it better to put good food in there, like fruits and veggies and things like that? Of course. But if your function of your stomach is not what it should be because that nerve is not coordinating the function properly, it's not going to work well either way, no matter what you put in there.
But here's the argument you're going to get, is you're going to say, yeah, but shouldn't you eat good so that the body can handle and adapt better? Because that's the argument I hear from...
But all you're going to do is put less stress in there. That's all that is.
Okay.
You're not actually increasing the function. You're just putting less stress in.
So what
it's
you're-
still going to malfunction and not work like it's supposed to.
So if that misalignment is still there, is that 50% going to get better or worse over time?
Even no matter how much essential oils, ketones,
Exactly.
whatever you add. So what you're trying to say is maybe BJ was onto something in the giant versus pygmy.
Thank you.
Which
It's pretty
Grandpa
smart.
wrote a little subject to that text, by the way, which is good. But BJ talked about the giant versus pygmy. That how do you know, for example, not that there's anything wrong with the supplementation, or because that's kind of the big thing I think we see, that the confusion that patients who come into us say they assume that chiropractic and nutrition goes together. And I think that's kind of our biggest,
Yep.
and they do go together, but they're not the same thing. I should probably rephrase. They do go, because it's health. Chiropractic is health, nutrition is health. But nutrition is not chiropractic.
Right.
If that was the case, there's 87,817 books on Amazon on nutrition, because I just checked. But, so people know how to eat right, eat wrong. They're just not applying it properly, and that's where chiropractic comes in. So, but BJ talked about this in the giant versus pygmy where I'm going. How do you know when you add that nutrition additive to the body that's not toxic to the body? How do you know that, especially if they're subluxated? How do you know, for example, we're going to add a bunch of essential oils, but there's a subluxation at whatever segmental level. How do you know by not throwing those essential oils in the body that's in a state of distress is not going to create more chaos? We don't know that until it's too late.
Yeah.
So it's imperative, if tell me if I'm right or wrong, we've got to correct the subluxation so the body can adapt better.
Absolutely.
I got a little nerdy there, didn't I?
That's good though.
So, the
Ladies?
students.
Yeah, I think.
Input? Anything?
I don't think I really have anything.
But I think there is a tremendous chaos.
There's a huge confusion
Yeah.
with what is chiropractic, what isn't chiropractic.
So, color down, what is chiropractic? Or say, first, what is chiropractic?
Chiropractic is the analysis or evaluation of the spine and then correcting or adjusting the spine where we find that subluxation at. It's a very...
That's imperative, that's what your chiropractor should do.
Exactly. If the chiropractor is not doing that, that's not chiropractic.
Okay.
They're doing other adjunct things that aren't chiropractic.
But it's still healthcare. It's not bad, right? It's still good. But we've got to really understand that it's not what we do as chiropractors. It's imperative that when you get checked, when you go to a chiropractor, it's imperative. Because what's the first system that students who just took part 4 nailed it? What is the first system developed in the human body? What is it?
In embryology.
Yeah.
First system that
First
starts
system.
to
What's the
form.
first system? Brain and spinal
20th day
cord.
of life. What is it?
Brain and spinal cord, nerve system.
No.
So if that's the first system that's developed, shouldn't that be the most important system that we maintain
Yep.
throughout life? So, therefore, what we're trying to get across to Chiro World Nation is that you need to make sure that you get your spine and nerve system healthy. If it's not healthy, all the other stuff that you want to add to it for health is not going to benefit you. It's actually possibly be detrimental.
Yep.
It's detrimental financially because you're dumping all this money. You know, I mean, you've heard stories, right, of elderly people. I remember we cleaned up my grandmother's cistern, and I was a little boy, and we opened it up, and it was full of all these capsules. And you've heard stories of that because they're taking all those supplements.
Oh,
Yeah.
we had that happen. Yeah, my
Go
grandparents,
ahead.
they cleaned out the septic tank, which is, I don't remember how many feet, probably 12,
Big.
14 feet. It's
What'd you say,
huge.
big?
And my grandfather had all these health issues, all from like, gosh, I don't even know what age, probably 30s or 40s. All the pills that used to be on top of his refrigerator. And when they pumped out the septic tank,
Full of
out
it,
there,
wasn't it?
the whole bottom was covered in pills.
So that goes back to, we're going to run a little longer, that goes back to what you were saying.
There's two things from that. One, that's way too many pills for a human body to have go through it.
Exactly.
And two, why were they not digested?
That's where I was going to, we're going to miss the third one.
Okay.
I thought you, but just go back to the second one. That goes back to what you were saying. If there is a subluxation present,
Mhm.
the body can't synthesize that.
Mm-hmm.
So the third thing is now just flushed it. You just flushed a bunch of money down the drain.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
So if
you're-
his body
Why
couldn't-
was I taking all those pills?
ooh,
Why
Farmer
was I
life
taking
again.
all those pills? They just ended up in the bottom of the
yeah,
poop tank.
exactly. So,
They did nothing.
so anyway, post your questions below, your input below. We'll answer them, we'll get them answered. I get it. This for the public out there, it's confusing. We want to reduce the confusion. For chiropractors out there, I'm sure you're going to go, but it is true. We were based on, tell me, 1923, when great grandfather graduated. I'm sure it was chiropractic was pretty simple back then, right?
I'm sure it was.
Christianity was 1923, and it should remain that way.
Yep.
So, you got anything?
So.
Oh yes, sure. Hold on, before you do that, you got anything? You got anything?
I do after he's done.
Okay. Off camera, everybody got anything?
No.
Got anything?
No, you got caught already. Because even though I wasn't here, I had it on. It was
Busted.
playing through my car while I was driving, so I was listening to everything.
So, okay, you're gonna go, then you.
Yes.
Okay, go.
Okay. Next week, reminder for you guys, food drive, Tuesday and Wednesday. You can bring 10 or more cans.
December 5th and 6th.
December 5th and 6th, 2017. You guys get one of these magic tips, and we will care for you very well with those magic tips.
And the food is donated to the Sienna Francis House Shelter.
Yep.
Year 30, right?
Wow.
We had a huge one last year. This year's gonna be even bigger.
You can bring more than 10. 10 is just the minimum.
10 or more.
But
Yep.
you can bring as many as you
As many
want.
as you want, we'll
Yep.
take them.
More than
You
one
remember
truckload down
Dick
would
B,
be
who's now
awesome.
retired in Arizona? We had this one of our patients. He's now retired in Arizona. How you doing, Dick, if you're watching this? Literally, he would walk in with cases and cases of food.
Wow.
That
And,
that was when Cub Foods was still open in Miracle Hills. He would go to Cub
and
Foods.
fill up
and
his van
He would.
and bring
Wow.
food. It was so cool.
It was really cool.
Actually, this was what's kind of cool. Hi, Jeff and Angela. You know who I'm talking about. But he would literally go there, fill up his van, bring food, and we would like unload. It was like he had his own food drive in his van for us. It was so cool.
It was.
So anyway,
Very cool. So, I just wanted to add, everybody's watching us on Facebook Live here.
and Instagram
We
Live.
also
Yep,
have
and
an
Instagram.
Instagram page for those who don't know. Find our Instagram page, it's Koca Chiropractic. You can watch these live on there as well. And then also, link to our YouTube channel. So we'll have all that below down here when we repin this on our page, so that everybody has that link as well. So,
All right.
Go.
10 cans for an adjustment, but if you want to be a new patient, it's 25.
10 cans for existing patients or more. 25 if you want to refer somebody or start care. Unfortunately, sadly, government programs do not apply. But you can save 20 cents off a gallon of gas by getting flu vaccines, which is crazy. So I don't get that one. That's not an enticement. Yeah. So anyway.
that'll be a
All right.
good
So
one.
we're out of here.
Okay.
Thank you, everybody.
See you next week.
See ya.
Bye.
Ciao. Say bye, new girls.